evening and welcome to the historic Watertown Civic Arena, the legendary home of the Watertown Arrows. You are watching Arrow TV, the best high school sports production brought to you entirely by high school students and community members. I am Cam Corey and I'll be your host for tonight's ESD Championship match between the Watertown Arrows and the Harrisburg Tigers. Harrisburg Tigers is undefeated in 2 years, rated #1 in South Dakota, versus the Watertown Arrows come in at 24-5. I will be back with you at senior night here in the Civic Arena, and we will be introducing players in just a moment. I'll be back with you. welcome to the Watertown Civic Arena. It is senior night here in Watertown for these Arrows. And we've got an ESD championship match here tonight. Eastern South Dakota Conference between the Harrisburg Tigers, undefeated in 2 years. Jonathan McCorkle, senior, Watertown High School. Good evening, Jonathan. Oh, Jonathan Gilbertson.
Yeah, it's Gilbertson now.
That's right, Jonathan Gilbertson.
So, yeah.
So, Jonathan, you're a senior at Watertown.
Yep.
You're graduating here in December.
No, January 10th is my last
January
day.
10th.
Snow days.
Okay, January 10th, your last day, so you're graduating early. But you've been with Arrow TV for, what, a couple years now?
Well, yeah, since last year, homecoming football.
And what's it like being behind the scenes with Arrow TV?
Well, you get to meet a lot of people. You get to know about the games a bit more. Like, coming into this, I knew nothing about volleyball. Now I somewhat know what a dig is.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, and then you do, what, the football? You're on the sidelines and actually out on the field sometimes.
Yeah, that gets cold out there because unlike you guys sitting up top with the propane heater, I'm down there,
right,
freezing with my glove on, just trying to stay warm.
Are you our lone senior with Arrow TV?
I think this year I am the lone senior.
Okay, all right, and your plans then are what after?
Well, I got accepted to Lake Area Tech for Diesel Tech, and I plan to go for a 2-year degree there because you got to be 21 to get a good CDL driving job.
Okay.
So I'll go for 2 years, get a Diesel Tech degree, get my CDL, and probably apply for a bunch of state jobs to maintain roadways and stuff.
Well, Lake Area Tech has the finest diesel technicians in the world, and you're going to just a program that is outstanding and really nationally renowned.
Yeah, that's what I hope for, and I know they got pretty good Snap-on tool discount, so we'll see about that.
Well, that's a benefit for you, too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and I see you voted. Is this your first presidential election you've ever voted in?
Yep, first time I ever voted. I turned 18 this summer, so I figured I'd vote.
Good for you. It is, November 5th. It is Election Day.
Yep.
And we're going to be here, though, watching the Watertown Arrows and the Harrisburg Tigers. And Jonathan's going to be with me here for a little while. I am Cam Corey, your host for tonight's action. And as I mentioned, the Harrisburg Tigers, they come into tonight 25-0 on the season, but they haven't lost in 2 years. They're rated number 1. We're going to see some Division I volleyball players on the Harrisburg side. We're going to see 2 players that trained with the U.S. national team out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. And then they've got a 6'4" young lady that's going to be right in the middle that the Arrows have to face off against tonight. So a task, a monumental task for the Arrows, and it's been a monumental task really for any team that has played the Tigers this year. In fact, the Tigers have only dropped 5 sets all year. They're 66-5 in sets. No team has taken them to 5 sets this year, Jonathan.
Well, let's hope the Arrows can be the first ones to do it.
Well, I think you're going to see the top 2 hitters in South Dakota, and on Harrisburg Tiger side is Gabby Zachariasen. She's a 6-foot junior outside hitter. She wears number 5 for the Tigers, and she averages 4.4 kills per set. She is the 2023 South Dakota Gatorade Player of the Year, a first-team All-State player, and she is committed already as a junior to the Coyotes of USD. And then on the opposite side of Zachariasen, again, top 2 hitters, in my opinion, and in the state, you're going to have Emery Thury for the Watertown Arrows. Emery Thury stands at 5'10", and she is committed to St. Cloud State University. She also is a first-team All-State player for the Watertown Arrows, and just a phenomenal player. And then let's talk about these setters. Again, that we've got some, maybe in AA, the top 2 setters potentially facing off here tonight as well. And for the setter of Harrisburg, she is only a freshman, and she's fantastic. She has trained with the United States national team down there in Colorado Springs, and that is number 8, Jocelyn Samuels. She stands at 6 foot, and she's a setter. She averages 30.6 assists per match. Just a phenomenal player, and again, she is only a freshman on this undefeated Harrisburg team. The Arrows on the opposite side, they've got Grace Corey. She's a 5'6" senior setter, and she's a good one in her own right. Obviously not as tall as Samuels, but both of them play a 5-1 offense. And that means they're the only setter on the court. They're playing 6 rotations. Grace Corey is averaging 30.3 assists per match, and Samuels at 30.6 assists per match, so very even between these two setters, Jonathan.
Yeah, and I assume those are great numbers?
Yeah, those are really good numbers. In the assists, it means that you're taking care of your own side of the ball. In each match, it means that they have put up a set that allowed their killers or their attackers to kill the ball. So they're doing it at over 10 times per set. Very good numbers.
Yeah.
So those are, a couple of 4 players here to watch tonight in your outside hitters of Jocelyn or Gabby Zachariasen, and your setter of Jocelyn Samuels on the Harrisburg Tiger side. On the Watertown Arrow side, again, it is Emery Thury and Grace Corey. This match tonight, it could be intense. The Watertown Arrows, they have dropped 5 matches this year, but in all of those matches that they've dropped, they've either lost to a number 1 ranked team and they have gone to 5 sets. So they have proven that they're capable of playing with anybody and defeating anybody, and they have defeated the number 2 ranked Jefferson Cavaliers just over a week ago. So what are some of the Watertown keys to win?
So keys to win is victory in the center on their defensive strength and capitalizing on that momentum, through their top playmakers. They've got about 1,500 digs and 1,400 receptions.
And this is Watertown, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
This season, their defense is consistently unmatched in this league. I mean, if they can keep this up, it'll limit Harrisburg's attacks, which I believe we need to do in order to have an edge. Offensively, they rely heavily on Thury. That is a bit of a downside, but
yeah. Yep, Thury is somebody that I guarantee that Renette Costain, the head coach of Harrisburg, knows where she's going to be and going to have some matches up, and they're going to look for their 6'4" middle in Kaya Keegan to really try and put the block up on Thury tonight.
Yeah, and Thury's just 20 kills away from overtaking Macy Denzer's second-place record in Watertown's history.
Yeah, so that's a milestone, and you think about just how good the Watertown Arrows have been in the last 20 years, and this Watertown Arrow team of 2024 have some players that have got into those top 5 on the record books.
Yeah. And to go down to, setting up plays with the Arrows, Corey's only, 806, well, it's got 867 assists this season and is chasing down Miranda Faulkner's record from last year. Yeah, from last year.
Yeah, and again, the setters for the Watertown Arrows, I think that Corey is tracked down maybe Emily Pengilly, Danica Johnson, Emily Dale, just some phenomenal setters that have come out of the Watertown Arrows. And Corey is, she missed her sophomore year, and she's getting in the record books, or not her sophomore year, her junior year, and she's getting in the record books after a torn ACL last year, and she's right back. So perseverance is something that, she's done and been a lot of fun to watch, and she helps make the hitters better, the passers better, and of course, the hitters make her look good too.
Yep, which is also a good part. I mean, we can go to Harrisburg's keys to victory, and that's going to be maximizing on their front court strength, capitalizing on blocks.
Yeah, and Harrisburg is going to have much more height than the Watertown Arrows. Their front row attack it could pose some major challenges for the Arrows. I mentioned Gabby Zachariasen. She stands at 6 foot. Kaya Keegan, a middle, just a junior, stands at 6'4". Bergen Stiff, she stands at 5'11". Jocelyn Samuels, 6 foot. And then on the bench, which she's a college player in her own right, is a junior in Emma Masseling, and she stands at 5'11". And then they have the 8th grader who, she's just a phenom, and she's also trained with the United States national team down in Colorado Springs, and that's Julia Masseling. She stands at 6 foot as just an 8th grader.
Yeah, I mean, Harrisburg's got 121 blocks on the season, with Bergen Stiff having nearly half of them at 60. I mean, that's a lot. Stiff's ability to read and react quickly to the net will be crucial in neutralizing Watertown's attacks, won't it?
Well, I think you're right, and those numbers are really, they don't give the whole story because they haven't played a lot of 5-setters. In fact, they haven't played any 5-setters, so they're getting these numbers in 3 sets. Generally, I mean, there's 66-5 in sets, 25-0. So those numbers are phenomenal numbers when you in comparison to the Arrows, where they played at least 5 sets.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that from here a lot.
Right. We have. It's we've seen some fantastic matches by these Watertown Arrows that have gone just thrillers to 5-set right here in the Civic Arena. The only match they've dropped that hasn't gone to the full maximum was their match against Sioux Falls, Washington, right here on the home court.
Yeah, bringing back that going for endurance with the Arrows. I mean, I've seen them. What was that one game that we took it into the mid-30s on one volley alone?
Yeah, that was 36, 34, I think, was the end score of that. And you talk about endurance, and that is something that Coach Bellum, Rosemary Bellum of the Watertown Arrows, that she really strives for. Is she works on conditioning. And I know the players, it's not their most fun thing to do, but she believes in conditioning. She believes that in getting in the weight room every week, and when they do get into those 5-setters, she puts faith on her team that they're going to be conditioned, they're not going to get tired, they're still going to be attacking the ball, and that's why she does that.
Yeah, and let's go back to Harrisburg with their offense. I mean, Gabby Zachariasen's got, nearly 300 kills, 2 away at 298, and while that number doesn't quite match Thury's output from Watertown, Zachariasen's consistency and powerful strikes makes her a formidable threat, does it not?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she's just a force at the net, and again, keeping her numbers, in perspective, she averages 4.4 kills per set in a lot of their 3-set matches. But then we look at Emery Thury, and she's bettering her in having 4.8 kills per set. That's here, and Thury's a couple inches shorter than Zachariasen, but Zachariasen at 6 foot, again, the returning Gatorade Player of the Year. Now, I think that we're up here in Watertown, but Emery Thury should absolutely be in the conversation for the Player of the Year in AA volleyball. Emery Thury is. Yeah, she could play libero if she wanted to. She could pass the ball very, very well. She hits very, very well. Serving is maybe not as effective as she was, say, her junior year, a year ago, but she's still serving at extremely high percentage at 94.3% with 20 aces. Zachariasen, she's at 87.1%, 23 aces. And so when you look at, statistical stats versus stats, Emery Thury has just been something special to watch.
Oh yeah, she has. And let's go back to that serving. The Harrisburg I think they're the Tigers, are they?
Yeah, Harrisburg Tigers, yep.
They've got nearly 200 or 200 aces on the year. Well, Watertown's got about 205, so that really shows that these are two great serving teams.
Yeah, these two teams are very good serving teams, and that's going to be something that both of these teams are going to want to pass well. They want to get that 3 pass, keep their big hitters, their setters in system. If the passers can allow Samuels and Corey, respectively on each side of the net, to be in system, they can make the blockers pick a side, and they both stay neutral, and that allows the blockers to have to guess. And when these hitters are able to have a clean net or go 1 versus 1, you're going to have Samuels win that matchup at a very high percentage. Thury is going to win that matchup at a high percentage. You're going to see both of these outside hitters tonight. They hit cross, they hit sharp cross, and they can hit line when they want to. They choose to do that based upon how that block is setting up. I am just super excited about tonight, seeing these two outsides for both of these teams.
So for Watertown, we've got some milestone alerts, obviously. We got people chasing records. We've got Natalie Pearson, our libero. She's at 794 career days, chasing that 800 number. And Alina Pangeli's record of 902, and Taylor Corey's mark of 969. So what does that put into perspective for?
Well, I tell you, Natalie Pearson is a 2-year varsity libero. Her numbers could be a little bit, maybe even higher if she were to play a back left. So the Arrows play their libero, and much like the libero of Taylor Corey and the libero of Pengili, Alana, before them, they play that middle back, which means they're going from line to line, and most high school volleyball players are going to hit a cross. So her numbers could even be higher in that aspect, but Natalie needs to dig the line shots, and that means she's got to run from side to side and be able to read those sets and then the hitters to get into position. And she's just been, I would say, consistent for the Arrows for the last 2 years.
Yeah. Another milestone to look out for is Grace Corey with assists. She's in 5th place right now in Watertown at about 1,400, 4 shy of that. No, she recently surpassed Cami Kessler's 1274 and is chasing Miranda Falconer's all-time record of 1410. We could see that happen this game.
Well, I don't know that we'll see that in this game. I mean, it would be a big feat for that to happen. Not to take away what Grace is doing, but those are some numbers that Miranda put up last year that were pretty amazing. But not to take anything away from Grace, she's having a great year coming back off of that injury and has herself in that record book as well.
Yep. Another milestone to look out for is setting records.
Well, Grace, when you talk about setting records, Grace Corey does have the single game mark in 65 assists in one game. And, again, she couldn't do that if you didn't have the passers of the Arrows. She couldn't do that if she didn't have the hitters of Emery Thury. As we watch the court and the floor, you see Ronette Costain down there. She went up and she checked the height of the net, and now she went over and talked to the officials. And you don't see that too often, but we'll see what the officials do with that. If they do believe the net is correct or not. And it looks like the officials are going to go into their marks, so the net must be at the right height. We have Sam Mooney on the public address announcer here tonight for the Watertown Arrows in this ESD Conference Championship match. And so we're going to turn it over to the public address announcer, Sam Mooney. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Stay with us.
and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty personnel not in uniform may salute the flag.
Well, here we go, Jonathan. Two really good teams on the hard court here at the Watertown Civic Arena. You know, we talked so much about the hitters and the setter for Harrisburg. We didn't even mention Maggie Meister, the libero for Harrisburg, who is absolutely a workhorse, and she spends a lot of time in the gym just working on her craft. She's committed to play for the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State University, and in fact, the undefeated Jackrabbits. They are undefeated this year too, so having a great season, great year down there. So great great to see, this caliber of play. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching at home, get out here to the Watertown Civic Arena. You are seeing some of the best, if not the best, volleyball players in South Dakota right here in the Civic Arena. We've got a shout out right away from Solomon Bach up in Fargo. I gave him a message last time to chime in, cheer on his sister. He did it right away, so happy you're watching and listening, Solomon. Point 2, Harrisburg to start off this match. Just off of the block of Madison Grimsrud. And Corey goes to 30. Meister, as we talked about, nice roll. And that's 4 hits for Harrisburg. Point 2, the Watertown Arrows, but we saw the ability of Meister right there to lay out and get a nice dig, nice pass. Madison Grimsrud back to serve for the Arrows. Samuel goes to the right side.
And that's long.
Carolyn Leach with the hitting error from that right side. Carolyn Leach, a 5'9" senior right side hitter, averages 1.8 kills per set. Does have a hitting error on that one. There's that big cross by Gabby Zachariasen for the kill. So we've seen both teams go to their big outside hitters here in the early going. Zachariasen with her first kill on the night. And then you have Emery Thury with her first kill. So Emery just takes a little bit off of that one, puts that down, and gets the kill. Corey back to serve. Good pass to Samuels. And Reese Munger called into the net. Or was that, no, I don't think they, Siri Bach into the net. Bach swings, it is dug up by the Tigers. Free ball over to the Arrows. And a miss hit by Thury. So right now, a little bit of nerves coming out. Thury a little aggressive, wanted to go after that one. Maybe not the right decision. I don't think it was going to get over the net. But again, the Arrows are amped up for this. They know they can play with South Dakota's best teams. Big hit by Zachariasen. Off of the block and for the kill. Zachariasen comes into the Watertown Civic Arena tonight as the reigning Gatorade Player of the Year in South Dakota. And Siri Bach is rejected. Siri generally swings from the right side. She's in a serve-receive rotation, so she does get that swing from the outside position. And they reject Thury from the right side. So Corey trying to distribute this ball. Harrisburg up 7-3, and this is a team that the Arrows don't want to give a lot of points to. Corey goes to the middle, and number 5, which is Zachariasen, called into the net. So point to the Arrows, and Emery Thury will get credit for her second kill on the evening. And we're actually going to see number 11 come in for Harrisburg. Avery Klein. Klein looks to be going to set. Nice set by Corey. Dig by Meister. Klein does give the set to the outside. And Referees definitely calling in the net here tonight. So Siri Bach again called for her second net violation. But both teams have been called into the net in the early going here at set number 1. Corey from her knees, big set and big hit by Hertz. It is dug out by Meister. Free ball over to the Arrows. Corey's going to set this up. Goes to miss set to Munger. Harrisburg up 10-4 in set number 1.
With the serve.
Zachariasen back to serve. Hitting air for Hertz, but you know what we saw right there, timeout by Coach Bellum. But Hertz, she put a swing on that. It was an out of system. It was put where they want to. If they free ball that over to a team of Harrisburg's caliber, they come back and they hit it hard. So I think that's okay. Hertz went after that one, tried to put an attack on it, make it difficult. Didn't go over the net for that hitting error. However, it may have given more momentum to Harrisburg had they given them a free ball and allowed them to stay within their offense. Right now, Harrisburg really loose. You're seeing lots of smiles on the court. And the Arrows, they got blocked right away, back-to-back blocks, both on the right side where Bach was blocked, and then they went to the opposite side where Thury was, and she was blocked. And that's really stymied this Watertown emotion and momentum. The Arrows will look to get back on track by breaking the set of Zachariasen. Overpass, not what the Arrows were looking for. But they are going to get the point on the hitting error by the 6'4", Kaya Keegan.
Serving for the Arrows.
And that was saved by Maggie Meister. It looked to be going to be an ace right there off of the serve of Pearson. Meister saved it, and they were able to put an attack on it, and it goes off of the block of the Arrows for a point. And that's what we're talking about on the overpass and the free balls. They're going to come back, and they're going to attack this hard, and that time, Kaya Keegan does not miss. Grimsrud on the board for the Arrows. Madison Grimsrud, a 6'1" senior.
And that puts Hendricks back to serve.
Hendricks, the leader in aces for the Arrows. Blocked by Grimsrud. Corey still plays. She gets the kill. Oh, they're going to call a left before the kill of Corey. So Madison Grimsrud credited for the kill. Gloria Stoltzberry, we've got another person, Jonathan, listening and watching from Fargo. Says, let's go Grace and the Arrows. So we've got some viewers out of our neighbor to the north. Back row attack, nice. Hendricks went after that, unable to corral it. And again, we didn't talk about this in pregame, but both outside hitters for the Harrisburg and Watertown in Thury and Zachariasen have the ability to swing out of the back row. And we're going to see that from Thury, but Thury swings long. Harrisburg up big, 16-7 in set number 1.
And that puts Lindsley Lagner back to serve yet again.
The DS. just a junior, and she's going to get the dig there to help her own cause. Meister with the dig, one-handed dig from her stomach. And they're going to call a touch. Point, Harrisburg, and again, another point saved by Maggie Meister. Meister averages 18.4 digs per match. So we're seeing some frustration on the court for the Arrows. The passing has been a little bit challenging. The hitters have been rejected. It's been some difficulty. We're going to go to break, and we're going to hear from these words from Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. We'll be back. And welcome back to the Watertown Civic Arena, where the Harrisburg Tigers have come out fighting on all cylinders. They are up big in set number one, 18-7. Watertown Arrows seeing some frustration out on their side of the court. We do have a viewer and listener, Carly Johnson, chiming in saying, "Go Syrian Arrows," watching from a Rapid City. So thanks for watching, Carly. Ace for the Harrisburg Tigers, and Lindsay Langner, just a junior. She's got 32 aces on the year. She serves at a 90.1% clip.
That's going to be long by Hertz.
So the Arrows, and that's the challenge that Harrisburg is doing right now. They're keeping the Arrows out of system. Right there was an attack off of Hertz, one-legged attack, so off of 1 foot, unable to get a good approach, and causes that hitting error. Back row attack by Zachariasen. It is dug out by the Arrows. Samuels over to Kokenge, and Kokenge off of the blocker for a kill. Harrisburg up 22-7 in set number one.
And that's into the net.
It is into the net for a service error for Harrisburg. That'll send Kinsley Johnson to the service line. Carolyn Leach is blocked on the slide attempt by the Arrows. Stay with us in between set numbers 1 and 2. We're going to have a Arrow Senior Night Kahoot, so get your Kahoot ready. Chime in and pick these seniors. Harrisburg sees the open court and drops that down with the tip for a kill. Good pass by Pearson. Back attack to back row, or back set by Corey to Grimsrud. It's kept alive. Kill for Carolyn Leach. It's going to be her second kill on the evening. Kokenge has 5 for the Tigers. Good set and good dig. That is by Kokenge, and down for the kill.
That brings
of Zachariasen. And again, that's Kinsley Johnson just a little bit out of position there, drops down inside that sideline. Hitting here by 30. Harrisburg Tigers take set number 1, 25-9. Stay with us. We are going to go to Kahoot. Put in the pin number of 422945. Again, Kahoot. Pin number 422945. Join with us here for senior night. While we're waiting, we have somebody watching from San Antonio, Texas. Lori Kessler. So Lori, are you related to Cammie Kessler by chance? If so, let us know. We've got some viewers from Illinois saying, go Siri and Arrows. Ryan and Caitlin Berry, thanks for watching here on Arrow TV. And join us here on Kahoot. We're getting our players ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can join us on the center board there for a riveting game of Kahoot in regards to senior night. Kahoot.
All right, we've got some Kahoot players.
And here we go, getting underway at the Kahoot.
Guess the baby. The senior grew up chasing her sister on the back of a pink stick horse. A pink stick horse. Maybe Emma Hendricks?
Yeah, I was going to say Hendricks.
I don't think that looks like Emma.
Yeah, but
Grace Corey it was.
Pearson.
Was it Pearson?
Yeah.
Oh, Natalie Pearson. This senior is very scared of frogs and toads.
I've got a hunch that it's Emery Thury.
You think that's Emery Thury?
Yeah.
I couldn't see who that was. That was Emery Thury. 4 years old, this senior used to rock to write her name on the side of her mom's car. I bet that one's Kinsley Johnson. Just saying. Just saying. It is Kinsley Johnson. I knew that answer. I knew that question was coming in. This senior moved to new houses 10 times by the age of 10. Let's see. I wonder if that isn't Madison Grimsrud. It is. When she was 8, this senior went to voting booth with her dad. Upon leaving, she yelled, "You're welcome, America." Ooh, that's Emery Thury, you think?
We've already
said her. Who would that be?
Hendricks.
Emma Hendricks. That a girl, Emma?
And by process of elimination, that
the senior wrote a song and played the guitar for her dad. I know who that one is. That is going to be Grace Corey.
Yeah.
All right, and we are back for set number 2. First point does go to Harrisburg, and then Harrisburg serves it out the back. So Kennedy Kokenge serves that out the back line. So in set number 2, we've got a tie score 1-1, and we're back with live action. And we've got another net call, and that call is going against Madison Grimsrud for being in the net. All right, Lori, thanks for letting us know. So Ketwig, the assistant coach for the Arrows, his mother, Lori. Thanks for watching and listening here on Arrow TV. Appreciate that very much. And, of course, your daughter's in the record books for Cami Kessler is in the record books for the Arrows in the setting category. Good setter way back in the day. Ryan Thompson watching from Britain. And Ryan says, go Madison and Arrows. Arrows are up here with an ace by Kinsley Johnson.
Her second in a row.
Kinsley has gone back-to-back, and she has gone back-to-back to back-to-back. One time this year. Let's see if she can keep this going. Not there. Zachariasen with the swing. Johnson is able to dig that out. Good swing by Thury. And that is a spot that has been open all night long, and that the hard attacks of the Tigers have created the Arrows being back on their heels, not being able to cover that area right there in that right side. So the right side is going up in the block and leaving that open. So your back right is going to look to get there. Emery Thury sees the open court and puts that down for the kill. Watertown up 5-3 in set number 2. Reese Munger in. She'll play middle. She's just a sophomore for the Arrows. Madison Grimsrud back to serve. Klein with the set. And off of Thury for the kill. That was a thumb down attack by Zachariasen. Nice cut. Corey tight to Thury. It is dug up by Harrisburg. Hitting error for Zachariasen out of the back row.
Serving for the Arrows, Grace Corey.
Grace Corey back to serve for the Arrows. Klein with the back row, or back set. I keep saying back row, Jonathan, and it's a back set, not back row, it's back set.
Well, I was going to ask you what a thumbs down attack is.
Thumb down, so that's a swing with your thumb down. You're coming across and your thumb down as you connect with the ball. Meister, nice dig. Hitting air for Harrisburg, and that's kind of an advanced swing. You've got to be, you have to have a lot of coordination and a lot of practice to go thumb down, thumb up, and you know, you're seeing both of these teams able to do this. Kill for Harrisburg. We're going to see Langner come back into the game, as is Jocelyn Samuels. So Harrisburg running a 6-2 offense tonight with Klein and Samuels. Corey's able to get that out of the net. Bach gets it across. And big block by Bach! Siri Bach getting above the net.
Serving for the Arrows,
Natalie Pearson back to serve for the Watertown Arrows. She wears number 4. Kill for Grimsrud. Madison Grimsrud with a quick tempo set, off a quick tempo set of Corey for the kill. There is Pearson covering that line. We talked about it in pregame. Off of Meister for the kill, and that's a back row attack by Thury. The Arrows up 10-6 in set number 2. Langner tracks it down. That should be a double. Not going to be called. And Bach sends that long for a hitting error. Tara Stotesbury chiming in, cheering on Grace and the Arrows from Graceville, Minnesota. Thanks for listening and watching. Couple Stotesburys on line here tonight. Kill for Bach. Siri Bach playing above the net. She gets
Siri Bach with the kill.
her first kill on the night.
And that brings in Emma Hendricks to serve.
Emma Hendricks with 45 aces on the year. Big swing, dug out by Corey. Free ball, drops down for the kill. Not going to see an easier, Emery Thury is not going to have an easier kill than that.
So a free ball is just when they set it up and just let it fall over gently?
Yeah, free ball is when they're just getting it over the net, going to allow the other team to do something with it. We've got a timeout. We're going to take it as well. We'll be back. And we're back live at the Watertown Civic Arena. The #1 Harrisburg Tigers come to town, and they are facing off against the #4 Watertown Arrows. Emma Hendricks back to serve. Arrows up 12-7 in set #2. Harrisburg did take set #1 easily over the Arrows. There's a slide attack. It is dug out by Langner. Meister tracks this down. Going to go an out of system set to Zachariasen, and Zachariasen doesn't miss that. She puts that down to the hard court. Gabby Zachariasen, she hits at a .303 hitting percentage and gets kills of 45.2% of her kills. Just a phenomenal kill percentage. Thury with the swing, it's dug out by Langner. Corey over to Hertz. Hertz is blocked. Corey goes after that one, dug out by Langner. Second ball to Pearson. Hertz sees the court and puts that down for the kill. And a Hertz, nice, smart play. Just sees the open court, gives the tip, and down for the kill. Kinsley Johnson has 2 aces here this evening. She's back to serve. Samuels to Zacharias, and big dig out by Johnson, trapped down by Thury. Pearson free balls it over. Samuel's going to go on a slide attack. It is blocked by the Arrows. Corey going to Thury and down for the kill off of Kokenge. So the energy has definitely come up on the Watertown Arrow side and with the student section. Kinsley Johnson with the serve. Meister passes that. Corey gets the dig. Second ball and to Thury. Thury swings, dug out by Meister. Grimsrud is rejected, and she is going to call with a lift as she tried to get up her own ball that was blocked.
So I assume a lift is when they accidentally lift the net or something?
No, a lift is when they're lifting the ball. It's rested too long either on the forearm or the hand of a player.
Oh.
Kill out of the middle by Bergen Stiff. Bergen Stiff, a little bit quiet tonight. That's her first kill, according to our records. Overpass, And the Arrows can't afford to make those mistakes in those overpasses. We saw that in set number 1, and Harrisburg, they took advantage of those mistakes by the Arrows, and they're taking advantage of the mistakes by the Arrows right now. Ace for Jocelyn Samuels, just a freshman. So Harrisburg clawing back into set number 2, only down by 3. Ace for Samuels. Harrisburg down by 1. Another overpass. So this is what we talked about in the pregame, Jonathan, was the service ability of both teams. And right now, the serve of Harrisburg is taking advantage and showing maybe some vulnerabilities on the passing of the Arrows.
Yeah, and it just looks like we just had a 4th ace in a row.
And Harrisburg comes back to take the lead, 15-14. We'll take it as well. And we have, you said it, Jonathan, the Harrisburg attack, from the service line, they get right back into this match to take the lead.
Yeah, which they're both great serving teams. You'd expect somebody to go on a tear eventually.
And we've got Harrisburg went on the run there. We'll see what the Arrows can do. They just need to pass. They had the energy. Now the momentum has switched all the way over to the Harrisburg side. And Corey gonna go back set to Grimsrud. She is rejected. Now go to the other side where Thury's at. Thury takes some off, down into the campfire. Emery Thury with the kill. We're gonna see Kinsey Russell come in. Kinsey, she does give Madison Grimsrud a spell from time to time. Kinsey's going to come in and serve for Madison Grimsrud. Russell, a junior. She was also going to be the second setter for the Arrows. She tries to get the dig there, and it goes off of her, unable to corral that one. Natalie Pearson will come back in and play the back row of Grimsrud. Julia Masselink, just the 8th grader in for Harrisburg. She stands at 6 foot, and she has trained down at Colorado Springs for the U.S. national team. We're seeing her on that outside. She stands at 6 foot, just an 8th grader. Service error for Harrisburg. Set number 2 all knotted up, 16-16. Grace Corey back to serve. Joust at the net. Corey gets that over. Good ball control. Tracked down by Klein. Siri Bach with the roll shot right over the blocker of the 6-foot Masselink, and just went over her hands and down to the floor for the kill. So smart, good play by Siri Bach. Corey with the ace. Corey was able to ace Zachariasen on that one. Set number 2. Masselink with the kill. Maggie Meister back to serve. Maggie Meister going to the Jackrabbits. Kill for Thury. Smart move there by Emery Thury. She saw the bigger blocker across the net for her. She had the angle and put it right off of her left arm and down for the kill. Blocked by Munger. Munger with the block. Munger, just a sophomore, playing it. You know, this is the first time, you know, that maybe, you know, Munger has really played against players of this caliber, and she's showing up here in the front row. It's going to be a back row attack. It is dug out by Thury. Corey's going to set up Hertz. Hertz with the big swing. She is blocked. Corey now going to go to a back set. Bach is blocked. Look at that volleyball. Amazing volleyball and front row play. We saw Harrisburg that is just rejecting everything the Arrows had to give with them, and the Arrows were digging those blocks and their block coverage. Grace Corey setting from her knees, both from pin to pin. Amazing volleyball in the Civic Arena. Ace for Harrisburg. They're only down by one, trying to get right back into this set. Looking to take the lead. This has been a back and forth affair. Middle attack, it's dug out, and Reese Munger called into the net. You know, it's late into the season, and I don't know that I have seen a match with this many net calls all season long. Nonetheless, we are all knotted up, 20-20. Overpass, and that is not missed by Samuels. Again, that has been the Achilles heel tonight for the Arrows, is that serve receive. Langner back to serve. Corey goes back row to Thury. Samuels with the dump. Masseling hits the top of the net, and it goes out. Point. Arrows, 21-21, set number 2. Natalie Pearson back to serve for the Arrows. She aces Meister. Natalie Pearson, the senior libero. She goes right back at Meister. Samuels goes to the outside, and they're calling that in. Bobby Joe saying it's in. I didn't think it was in. I thought maybe it was touched. Didn't see, and I am up here in the rafters. All knotted up, 22-22. Grimsrud with the kill. Madison Grimsrud. See, Emma Hendricks will come in to serve for the Arrows, the senior. Timeout. Harrisburg Tigers. We're going to take it as well. We're going to be back for the finish of set number 2. And we're back live at the Watertown Civic Arena. You're seeing the Civic Arena from the outside here from the Aero TV blimp and drone. So good views from outside the Civic Arena. Carrie LaFave, way to go, Madison. And that was a good play by Madison. Emma Hendricks back to serve after the timeout. And Samuels goes right to Zachariasen, and Zachariasen puts that down for the kill on the cross. 23-23, set number 2. Off of Hendricks for the kill for Harrisburg. Harrisburg looking to go up 2 sets to nothing. They are up 24-23 in set number 2, looking to take 2 sets to nothing lead over the Watertown Arrows. This has been a match, Jonathan, of 2 teams that have to play super fast.
Yeah, it's tough to watch it because it's bouncing back and forth so fast I can barely keep my eyes on it.
Well, you know, maybe we need to get a camera on you and your eyes will just go back and forth, right?
We already have a camera on us.
Well, good. Fair enough. I guess that's true. I guess that's true. Jonathan Gilbertson, a senior here at the Watertown High School, joining me on Aero TV here tonight. Our lone senior that works behind the scenes usually for Aero TV. Tonight, he is right on camera.
Yeah, normally I'm running the Daktronics boards in-house.
You are. Leach back to serve. Not a great pass. Free ball, not what the Arrows are looking to do. An attack out of the middle. It is tracked down. The Arrows. Corey swings. It is dug out by Harrisburg. Nice big dig by Pearson. Takes some off. Does Hertz. And Hertz gets that to go down for the kill. 24-24, and really the Arrows got lucky right there. They set it up perfectly for Harrisburg to take advantage, and Harrisburg was unable to do so. Kinsley Johnson with the serve. Samuel's going to go to Zachariasen. Zachariasen swings, and once again, in between the 2 seniors of Johnson and Thury for the kill. Sends Samuels back to serve. Corey goes to Thury. Thury hits that, is dug out by Meister. Back row attack. It is dug out by Pearson. Now over to Thury on the outside. She swings and down for the kill. Off of Kokenge. 25-25. In comes Munger to play the middle position. Kinsey Russell, the junior, back to serve. Harrisburg, a 3-person serve receive. It is passed up front, and a big swing by Bergen Stiff to give the Tigers an advantage. 26-25 in set number 2. Thury is rejected by the 6'4" Kaya Keegan to take a 2-0 lead over the Watertown Arrows. We are going to be back for set number 3 in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Emery Kranz. I'm a junior and a DS.
Hi, Reese. I'm a sophomore and I'm a right side hitter.
Would you rather earn a ton of money doing work you hate or little money doing work you love?
A lot of money doing work I hate. Would you rather be a genius and know everything or have superhuman strength?
Ooh, superhuman strength.
That's a good one.
What is the perfect cat name?
Whiskers. So think of your favorite stuffed animal you had as a kid. What was its name?
Oh. I think it was called Kitty Cat, actually. And then, who's your favorite Disney princess?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with Rapunzel. Is a hot dog considered a sandwich?
I think it's not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jonathan, we're back for set number 3. The Harrisburg Tigers took set number 2, 27-25, and the Arrows were up by as many as 6 in that set. And Harrisburg came back with their serving and got right back into this match. And we've got some all-conference football players to talk about. Micah Hawk, the big man, the defensive tackle for the Watertown Arrows. Jaden Lambert, both an offensive, defensive lineman. Caden Decker, linebacker. Jeremiah Schulte, he plays that safety position. Mitch Olson, a receiver. Spencer Wenches, a running back and a linebacker. And Carter Ingalls, a lineman for the Arrows. Just a phenomenal team that the Arrows have had. Those 7 players, just a great nucleus for the Arrows, and they will face off at home against Brookings for a chance to go to the Dome. And Jonathan will be out at the Watertown Stadium for that one.
Yeah, I will. I'll be down there on the sideline running that sideline camera, so you can thank me for those replays.
Have you checked the temperature? Are you going to be warm?
Well, I've got a heated jacket, so hopefully that'll keep me warm enough.
I do know that you have a heated jacket because I see the light up on your jacket down there.
Yep.
We are back for set number 3, and the Arrows will go on top for the, I think, first time tonight that they get the first point in this match. Harrisburg, I think, has jumped out to the first point. Not so there, and a service error by Hendricks, so this is evened up at 1-1, and the Tigers are leading 2-0 over the number 4 ranked Watertown Arrows. Again, the Harrisburg is on a 2-year undefeated streak, and we're seeing why. But the Watertown Arrows have the ability to beat them, and we saw that they were up by as many as 5 in that last set, and the Arrows need to come back strong here in this third set. But they can't let Harrisburg to get out to a large lead, and there we see an ace by Kokenge. Kokenge came into tonight with 33 aces, and that should probably be her 34s. I think that's her first ace tonight. Madison Grimsrud puts that down for the kill. Kinsley Johnson back to serve for the Arrows. You know, as we were talking about our 2 outsides, I mean, Gabby Zachariasen has 12 kills, and so far tonight, Emery Thury with 9. So really, Gabby's got her by 3 so far in our setters. Samuels with 15 assists, Corey with 14 assists. So right now the Arrows need to get a 3 pass and allow the setter to distribute the ball. She's going to distribute to Thury, a little tight to the net. Thury can do nothing but punch it over, and that should be 4 hits. And it is. Zachariasen with 4 hits. Arrows 3, Harrisburg 5. Reese Munger back into the set. Zachariasen with the big hit. Kinsey Russell there to dig, just digs it a little bit too long over to the net, and Zachariasen doesn't miss, goes right back and one times it right back to the Arrows. Harrisburg up 6-3. Both of these teams, no matter what happens here tonight, are hosting for a Sodak 16 match for a chance to go to the state tournament. Hitting air for Harrisburg Tigers. The state AA tournament, in fact, all of our state volleyball tournament in Sioux Falls. Big swing there by Bergen Stiff. Bergen Stiff, quiet number 5 kills for her on the night. Kokenge with 5 and Leach with 4. Thury, big swing. Meister unable to control that one for the kill for Emery Thury.
Serving for the Arrows, number 5 senior, Emery Thury.
And they're going to call a touch. Line judges did not call the touch there, but the down ref did call a touch. So point to Harrisburg. Unable to see and from the replay there if there was a touch or not. And we're going to get a net call. Kaya Keegan, a 6'4" junior in the net for Harrisburg. Again, the Watertown Arrows definitely do not have the height advantage in this match, Jonathan. Harrisburg very tall at that front court. Swing and a miss by Bach. Goes long. Stay with us for the Dakota Land Federal Credit Union and DFS Insurance post-game show. I believe we're going to be joined by Reese Munger tonight, the sophomore. Thury with the pass to Corey. Goes up to Grimsrud. Grimsrud swings. It's dug out by Harrisburg. Power tip. And a miss hit by Hertz. Hertz has had a nice game. She's, her arm swing, she's taken some off of it and altered her arm swing and gotten some real nice kills here tonight. Back row attack to Thury. Dug out by Meister. Over to Samuels. Power tip to Corey's dug out. Kokenge off of the blocker and down for the kill. So Harrisburg taking commanding lead in set number 3, up 11-6 in this third set. They are up 2-0. Service error by Harrisburg. That will send Emma Hendricks back to serve for the Arrows. Emma Hendricks, a senior. Ace for Hendricks. And now Emma Hendricks with that ace. She owns the sole spot at number 5 in the Watertown Arrow record books, I believe, for aces in a season. So congratulations to Emma Hendricks, if my stats are right. Of course, we're unofficial up here. Thury swings wide left. Right now, Harrisburg just having their way with the arrows. Again, the arrows are out of system, a little bit discombobulated here, Jonathan.
You know, I recognize that word because that was one of my vocab words for English recently.
You recognize that word?
Recognize.
Recognize that word. Awesome, yes. Well, discombobulated is the word right now for the arrows. Just and Harrisburg is doing it. It's they're playing fast, they're playing loose, they're playing confident, and the arrows right now are doing their best to stay within system, just unable to do so. Once again, we're seeing the skyline from the Aero TV blimp outside. Beautiful Watertown horizon. Just great views from outside the Civic Arena. Kill for Zachariasen, and they're telling me that we don't have a blimp, Jonathan, that it's a drone.
It was just a drone. I was out there when we were filming it.
Okay, all right.
Unfortunate, though. Maybe next year we can rent a Goodyear blimp.
Oh, yeah, all right. Or a Dakota Land Federal Credit Union blimp.
Yeah.
Kinsley Johnson back to serve for the Arrows. And a miss hit for Zachariasen. Arrows within 5. A lot of work. The Arrows need to play really flawlessly against a team like Harrisburg. Harrisburg has so many weapons. And a lift call is on the Arrows. We will see Carolyn Leach back to serve. Carolyn Leach, a 91.5% server. Kill for Grimsrud. Madison Grimsrud with her 6th kill here tonight.
Serving for the Arrows, number 16, Kinsey Russell.
Flat-footed attack. Munger goes up and she is blocked by Stiff. Bergen Stiff with her 3rd block tonight. Zachariasen with 2 blocks. 7 blocks in total for Harrisburg, but those are only at points. The Harrisburg Tigers have got their hands on a lot of the attacks from the Arrows. Corey to 30. And that is dug out and a kill by Kaya Keegan. Kaya Keegan gets a kill on 51.4% of her attacks. So over half the time she attacks the ball, it drops for a kill. Now, she's 6'4", but even at 6'4", you've got to have the ability to put it down to the court.
Is over 50% kill rate a very good one?
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. To put it into perspective, Emory 30.
Hi, I'm Grace Corey. I'm a senior setter.
Hi, I'm Kinsley Johnson. I'm a senior DS libero. Grace, would you rather lose your sense of smell or your sense of taste?
Probably my sense of smell.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you rather have an extra toe or an extra finger?
Probably an extra finger. Do you have any strange nervous habits?
I just bite my nails when I'm nervous.
Fair, I do that too.
Okay, Kins, Does round or square pizza taste better?
I think round. If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Definitely My Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts. Kins, if you could have a lifetime...
And we're back live at the Watertown Civic Arena. Harrisburg Tigers up 2-0. Thury swings. Meister digs that one up. Samuels tracks it down, goes over to Zacharias, and it's dug out by Pearson. Back over to Thury. Thury swings, and she is blocked by Keegan. You know, we were talking right before we went to commercial, or the featured arrows there, that you know, Keegan at 51% kill rate, and that you know, in perspective, Emery Thury at 41% kill rate. So, you know, Emery Thury amazing, and then you have Keegan. We're going to see a substitution. Andy Olson, a sophomore, will come in and to pass and play the back row, and they'll target her right away, as they should. Thury swings, roll shot. Zachariasen swings off of the block of Munger. Zachariasen with 15 kills on the evening. Keegan with a big swing, cross court with the kill. So hard to defend at 6'4". And that's a kill by Stiff.
Match point.
Bergen Stiff, a 5'11", only a sophomore. Harrisburg undefeated in 2 years, and they are young. This is a dynasty. Reese Munger with the kill. That'll send the senior Grace Corey back to serve. Kill for Thury. Good set by Corey and kill by Thury. It's Thury's 11th kill on the night. Zachariasen looks to put this away. It's dug out by the arrows. Thury paints the line. Kill for Thury. Munger blocks Keegan in the middle for a point. Off of the block, and Zachariasen finishes this match. They win set number 3, 25-15. To win in straight sets over the Watertown Arrows. We're going to take a 60-second break, and we'll be back for the Dakota Land Federal Credit Union post-game show. Stay with us. Reese Munger, the sophomore, believe will be joining us up here in the Aero TV booth. We'll be back in 60 seconds. And we're back live at the Watertown Civic Arena where the Harrisburg Tigers, the #1 Harrisburg Tigers, come in tonight, and they do defeat the Watertown Arrows. Really, the only time that the Arrows threatened Harrisburg was in that second set, right? And you know, they were up by as many as 6, and they ended up losing 27-25.
It was a close game. It was good to watch. I believe that's when Samuels went off with her 4 aces in a row tear.
Yeah, I think she did too, and she got them back in on the four aces and putting the Arrows out of system, which got them right back into that set, and then took back all of the momentum, especially after they defeated the Arrows in that second set, when the Arrows really should have probably pulled out that set.
Yeah, it was a tough loss to watch, but.
So we've got a player of the game, Jonathan, and who you giving it to tonight?
I'd give it to Samuels because she won that second set there with those 4 aces. I mean, it's either that or Zachariasen, but.
All right. Well, I'm good with Samuels. Samuels had 4 aces tonight, 21 assists, 4 kills, 3 digs. So, you know, all around, she had a good night.
Yeah.
All right, we can give this to Jocelyn Samuels, the Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Player of the Game. She is only a freshman. She stands at 6 foot, and she's a setter. Just a phenomenal player there. You mentioned Gabby Zachariasen. Her slash line is 16 kills, 2 blocks, and 3 digs, and we're seeing why the Coyotes like her to be part of their future.
Oh, yeah.
As we look at some of the other players for the Harrisburg Tigers, Kennedy Kokenge had 7 kills and 6 digs. Bergen Stiff, 6 kills and 3 blocks, 1 dig. Carolyn Leach, we didn't even mention her, but she's going to play at Augustana, be a future Viking. She's got 5 kills, 2 digs. Just a good team. I mean, we can see why the Harrisburg Tigers are, you know, the #1 team in the state. They play fast. All right, we are joined in the booth by the sophomore middle hitter, Reese Munger. So welcome, Reese.
Hi, thank you.
All right, well, so Reese, we've got a tough one here tonight.
Yep, for sure.
But this is the #1 team in the state.
Yep.
Were they? What's it like to play? I mean, I was just talking to Jonathan here, and you know, they have 2 Division I players across the net from you. They have 2 players that trained at Colorado Springs with the United States national team. They have an Augustana University commit. I mean, you're playing against a college team. You're just a sophomore. So what's that like?
Yeah, no, going into the game, we knew it was going to be super tough, and you know, that second set we hung with them better than we thought we would for sure, and we played our best, played our hardest. You know, they all have a lot more experience than us, some of them, so we played hard, and we're proud of each other.
Yeah, and I think you should be. I mean, that second set, you guys know that you can play with any team. You can play with the Harrisburg Tigers that you have. And we saw that tonight in that second set that you have. So what's it like? You're playing varsity this year.
Definitely a big change from last year, but you know, it's fun, and all my teammates are great. They're all super supportive, and they've been super welcoming. So it's been a fun season, and hopefully now we can go get them at state. So
yeah, so you've got a game before state.
Yep.
So SODAC 16.
Yep.
I believe that's next Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
next Thursday. Yep, next Thursday. Sodak 16, you'll be hosting.
Yep.
We don't know who right now. Right now, if it were to happen, it'd be Brookings. So we'll see what happens there. But what do you do from now until next Thursday? I mean, you've got 10 days off.
Yep.
So what do you do?
We'll be practicing hard, getting ready. Definitely. I know we have a break on Friday, I think, but other than that, we're going to keep training and get ready for state. So,
yeah. So
playoff game.
You were playing, let's see, against, on the other side of you, really tonight, Harrisburg a lot taller than you, and you ended up, I'm just trying to think, of course our stats are all unofficial, but we have you for 3 blocks tonight. So is that something that that you like to do, is the blocks? I mean, is that something that you work on a lot? Or?
Yeah, definitely. In practice, I know blocking's been one of the things that we've really been highlighting on this season, and even last season we did a lot of it, but that's been one of our main goals this season. I think it's about 9-10 blocks a game, depending on who we're playing. So we definitely go out and try to get blocks every single game for sure.
So I've seen, and this is the time, Reese, that give a shout out to your family. I've seen your grandparents. They've been coming to a lot of matches this year, and it's great to see when grandparents are able to come out and support. Your parents are here, and you've got a brother and sister. So why don't you give your family a shout out?
Shout out to my family. No, they've always been super supportive, and my parents chased me all over the state. They were just out in Rapid when we were out there, so they're definitely amazing, and they are every game supporting me. So
awesome. Well, Reese, you're doing really well. We've got some more volleyball to go. We want four more matches yet this year, and so practice hard this next week.
Definitely.
Next Thursday, we'll see you back in this hard court. Go after it and get them, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, that is Reese Munger, the sophomore middle for the Watertown Arrows, joining us here on Arrow TV. That was her Arrow TV debut, by the way. So what do we got, Jonathan? Your first night, and maybe your only night here on Arrow TV as the commentator. What do you think?
It's an interesting experience. I mean, I'd definitely be welcome to come back. I think I got to learn a bit more volleyball.
Do you?
I mean, I don't know. I was raised on NASCAR and football, so.
All right. So who's your NASCAR?
Well, Jimmy Johnson, but he retired.
Okay.
So I got to go with William Byron nowadays.
Well, he's in the chase right now.
Yep, he's
still
the championship 4 now. So.
All right. Well, I'm a Hendricks Motorsports guy. I mean, Jimmy Johnson was Hendricks too, but I was more of an Earnhardt. But that's the way it is, right?
Yeah.
Our Dakota Land Federal Credit Union player of the game, Jocelyn Samuel. She'll get a T-shirt. We'll give that down to her. Jonathan, if you want to run that down to the Harrisburg bench and give that to Jocelyn. Oh, she already has it, I've been told. So congratulations to her. Excellent. As we look at the Arrows, they've got next week Sodak 16. We'll see who they host. Right now, it looks like Brookings, but Harrisburg has to play Brookings yet this Thursday for their final match. We'll see what happens there. Tonight, they're a buzzsaw. Harrisburg is a buzzsaw, but the Arrows know they can play with them. They know they can beat them. You can't make mistakes. You have to pass well. Harrisburg is going to make you pay if you make a mistake. So you have to play perfect volleyball to defeat the Tigers.
Yeah.
As we look forward, join us. If you are out of town, join us here on Arrow TV this Friday as the Watertown Arrows will host the Brookings Bobcats for their chance to go to the Dome and play for a state football title. And if you're in town, come on out to the Watertown Stadium. It will be the final football game at the Watertown Stadium ever. So come on out, and these Arrow football players, they're leaving a legacy. and we would love to see you out there and pack the Watertown Stadium and give these boys every opportunity to make it to the state football championship down in Vermilion at the Dome. So for Jonathan, I am Cam Corey, and I want to remind you that an arrow can only be shot by pulling it backward. So when life is dragging you back with difficulties, it means it's going to launch you into something great. So just focus and keep aiming. Good evening.